Who is Meghan Markle playing?
Oh, well, in classic Sarah Ferguson form, Meghan Markle is there to play herself. But I just want to tell you, this is the perfect example of nepotism, right? Because it's Lily Collins, who is Phil Collins' daughter, the pop star, and Jack Quaid, who's also in the film, who's Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid's son. And then there's Meghan Markle, who's only there because of the man that she married. So, nepotism on full display here in Hollywood. I know you expect nothing less. But, it just drives me crazy that tonight, when Prince William is having this epic event in Rio celebrating Earthshot, that's when Meghan's team decides to leak that she's a movie star now.
Shockwaves ripple across social media as Kinsley Schofield, a self-proclaimed royal expert, once again unleashes her tired venom against Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. This time, her sneer comes wrapped in mockery disguised as analysis. Nepotism on full display here in Hollywood, and Meghan Markle is acting and playing herself. Those words expose not insight, but insecurity. They reveal the envy of a woman whose career thrives not on truth or talent, but on tearing down another woman who dared to build her own life beyond the walls of monarchy and media cruelty. Let's be honest, Kinsley is not a journalist. She is a gossip vendor for tabloids, hungry for cheap clicks. Her platform does not inform, it inflames. Her commentary isn't news, it's noise. She survives on Meghan's name like a parasite feeding on attention. Every insult against the Duchess of Sussex earns her a few more retweets, a few more moments of borrowed relevance. But Meghan Markle does not owe her silence to anyone. After 8 years away from acting, her return to Hollywood is not a stunt. It's a homecoming. It's the story of a woman reclaiming her voice, her joy, and her purpose. The same Hollywood that once tried to reduce her to stereotypes is now witnessing her rise above them. What Schofield calls nepotism is actually perseverance. What she calls acting is authenticity. Meghan's life has always been a stage for courage, from facing racial slurs in British tabloids to surviving relentless character assassination from people like Kinsley. Through it all, she chose grace over gossip, love over bitterness, purpose over popularity. Schofield's bitterness cannot erase Meghan's brilliance. It can only expose her own emptiness, a reminder that shouting from the sidelines is not the same as standing in the arena. Meghan Markle is not acting, she is living, and that life, built on love, resilience, and compassion, is something no tabloid mercenary can imitate. When Meghan Markle first appeared on screens years ago in Suits, she wasn't born into fame, fortune, or privilege. She built her success the way genuine artists do, through discipline, vision, and hard work. Every role, every audition, every rejection molded her character. Hollywood is not kind to women of color, yet Meghan broke through barriers that others could barely touch. After she left acting to become a working royal, the world assumed her Hollywood chapter had ended. But destiny had other plans. The same woman who conquered the stiff traditions of the British monarchy is now returning to the creative world on her own terms. Not as an actress chasing relevance, but as a storyteller reclaiming her narrative. Her return isn't about fame. It's about fulfillment. Acting was never just a career for Meghan. It was her language, her art, her way of connecting with humanity. Now, years later, she steps back into that world with wisdom, compassion, and confidence earned through storms of public cruelty. So when Kinsley Schofield mocks this comeback as nepotism, she isn't analysing, she's revealing her ignorance. Meghan didn't marry into talent. She worked for it long before her royal title existed. Her achievements predate the crown and will outlast it. The Duchess of Sussex's creative rebirth is an act of courage. The kind of courage people like Kinsley will never understand, because they've never risked their comfort for truth. To understand the cruelty in Kinsley's comments, you must understand the machinery behind her. She doesn't speak truth, she recycles gossip crafted for profit. Her so-called insider opinions are often thinly veiled tabloid scripts, written to stir outrage and feed algorithms. In the modern age of media, Negativity sells faster than nuance. Outlets have realized that Meghan Markle's name generates more engagement than almost any celebrity alive. And so they deploy voices like Kinsley, not journalists but performers, who trade empathy for exposure. A true journalist investigates, contextualizes, and informs. Kinsley gossips, distorts, and divides. Her every soundbite is laced with envy and contradiction. She calls Meghan privileged, yet she thrives on Meghan's existence for her own livelihood. She accuses the Duchess of seeking attention, yet her own relevance disappears the moment she stops talking about her. There is a moral decay in this pattern, a sickness at the heart of the gossip industry. People like Kinsley don't build careers, they build echo chambers. They survive by echoing the same baseless narratives again and again. Meghan is manipulative. Meghan is fake. Meghan is ambitious. But ambition is only condemned when it belongs to a woman who refuses to kneel. Every time Kinsley sneers at Meghan, she reinforces her own irrelevance. Her commentary adds nothing to journalism, but it adds everything to the noise. She doesn't represent the voice of truth. She represents the voice of bitterness, a voice terrified that love and light are winning where hate once ruled. Meghan's story reveals a deeper sickness, how tabloids profit from breaking women down. The industry built entire empires by humiliating women who dared to shine too brightly. They did it to Princess Diana. They did it to Britney Spears. Now they've done it to Meghan. The formula is simple. Take a woman who inspires hope, distort her kindness into manipulation, and sell the narrative to an audience hungry for scandal. It's emotional exploitation, disguised as entertainment. The pain of women becomes the currency of clicks. Kinsley Schofield is a product of that system. She doesn't report, she recycles. Every negative headline she amplifies is a marketing strategy. Outrage disguised as journalism. She isn't protecting the monarchy or the public, she's protecting her paycheck. Yet Meghan has outsmarted them all. By leaving the royal system and building her own creative ventures, she disrupted their control. She no longer needs their platforms to speak. She owns her narrative, and that terrifies them. What they call Hollywood nepotism is actually liberation. Meghan doesn't need the approval of courtiers or gossipers. She belongs to the world of creation, where stories heal, not harm. Her acting return represents more than a career move. It's a declaration that no smear campaign can silence authenticity forever. Every time Meghan smiles publicly, every time she walks into a room radiating warmth, her critics scramble to twist it. But what they can't twist is her resilience. Grace under fire is her signature. Think about it. How many people could endure years of racist attacks, online hate, and betrayal from those within the palace, and still speak with compassion? How many could continue to advocate for mental health, women's rights, and global equity after being dragged daily through the mud? Meghan did, and she did it with elegance. That is why she threatens people like Kinsley, because her existence invalidates their cruelty. Her dignity makes their mockery look small. Her composure exposes their chaos. While gossipers rage, Meghan builds. She and Prince Harry have established charitable initiatives, podcasts, documentaries, and community programs. She has used her platform not for revenge, but for redemption, inspiring countless people, especially women of colour, to dream beyond the limits others place on them. Her Hollywood return is another extension of that mission. It's not about playing a role, it's about telling stories that matter, stories about truth, humanity, and healing. The Meghan effect is real. Wherever she goes, compassion follows. Despite the noise, the love for Meghan Markle continues to grow globally. From Nairobi to New York, from Johannesburg to Toronto, millions of people admire her courage. She represents more than celebrity. She represents possibility. She has shown that you can be soft, yet strong, loving, yet powerful, wounded, yet unbroken. Her story is one of transformation, a reminder that light shines brightest through cracks. Every insult from a gossip pundit, only amplifies her importance. Every baseless accusation reveals society's discomfort with a woman who refuses to apologize for her intelligence and independence. Kinsley Schofield may think she's hurting Meghan with her snide remarks, but in reality, she's exposing herself. Envy speaks loudly when love succeeds silently. The truth is this: Kinsley's bitterness will fade, her gossip will be forgotten, but Meghan's legacy will grow, because her story isn't built on hate, it's built on hope. And hope endures. When the dust settles, history will remember Meghan not for her critics, but for her courage. The gossipers will vanish, the kindness will remain. The tabloids will collapse under their own cruelty, but the woman they mocked will continue to inspire generations. Meghan Markle didn't return to acting, she returned to herself. And that, perhaps, is what terrifies people like Kinsley the most. You cannot destroy a woman who knows who she is. So let them gossip, let them sneer, let them mock her light. Because the world knows the truth. Meghan doesn't act for applause, she acts from love. And that love, radiant and eternal, is her victory.
The submission itself sounds nice. And to my amazing and peculiar Sussex family, thank you all for watching our videos and tuning in to Daily Diaries Friday's update. Keep it light, keep it there, and see you next time in our next episode. Bye bye. May you have a good day and a good time. Keep shining. Bye bye.